So I wanted to show you something now that we have a Munch Do running, and it'll start counting here. We need 100 mana pools, so that's going to take a while. But I installed a mod because, as I've been telling you, as I've been getting closer, you know, to endgame and there's more stuff running, I've been getting my FPS has been going down. It's currently at 19 or 20. That's usually about what it's been averaging. 19 to 20 FPS. Not great. I'm used to running at this when I had a really crummy computer, but right now, not so great. It's probably the way it's going to be for the rest of the pack, though, because the things that I found are not solvable. They're just normal Botania resource hogs, apparently. Cinematic vibe. Yeah! So the mod that I installed, I have to remember, I don't remember what key I could bound it to. I installed lag goggles. Insert. And that tells that you can profile the FPS, things that are causing FPS issues, or you can profile just things that are taking up a lot of your time. So you change your time. Anyway, I did FPS, and it's going to check it for 30 seconds, and I'm not going to move around so it doesn't try to load different things. And I will just show you what I found. Because it's just normal Botania that's doing it. That's all I've got in here. I don't expect it to be accurate at all, but it will still give me a good estimation as to what things cause more lag than others. And that's really all I was looking for, was just which things are causing more than others. So anything that's really red is major. They cause more lag than other things. And I'm not sure why I'm only seeing this direction. Is it because it only detects one direction at a time? I can't remember with the FPS one. So item frames are known in vanilla. Item frames are known to cause teeny tiny amounts of lag. So if you have lots and lots and lots of them, that's going to add up. So I know that. I'm aware of that. And Botania needs the item frames. And then, so I have a bunch of item frames. That's what all these are. These are all item frames that you're seeing. Lots of item frames. But the things that were really red that are Botania related. Oh, what's broken? What are you out of? Oh, you're not out of anything. You're just crafting. Okay. Are crystal cubes. These crystal cubes are all over my base, and they're not nice for the FPS either. So just things that I knew about item frames. I knew that I had a lot of item frames. As I started automating things more and more and more, there'd be item frames everywhere. There's no way to get around that with Botania. That's the way Botania does things, and it's fine with me. 13, we're getting there. But yeah, it was just really interesting that when I installed this, I was like, I just want to see. It's not like I'm going to be able to fix anything, because I'm not that kind of a person. I just wanted to see what sort of issues come up when, wrong button. When you run it, and yeah, there's a lot of item frames and a lot of crystal cubes that are causing the bulk of the issue. And I have a lot of redstone, and you've got redstone dust causes it if you have light updates, that sort of thing. So it's not something that I'm going to be able to change, and I'm cool with it, but I just want to let you guys know, I'm aware that it's going to continue to slow down. I do consider myself near the end game for this pack. We only have the more difficult flowers to automate. The Kekamuris will probably be next. We still need to do the Rune of Spring for that. So we need to automate grass blocks. I'm pretty sure it needs spring. Yeah. So we need to get grass blocks, and then we'll be able to do the Kekamuris, which we already have the setup. We just can't make the flower regularly. You know, so we've got that to do. And then the other flowers we have are the Shulk-Me-Not, which we can do, I believe. Envy, Wrath, Air, yes. We don't have Ender Air bottles automated, and I currently can't without breaking my world. The Incorporeal mod, it doesn't quite have the bug that I found with Incorporeal required a pull request from Botania. So when Botania updates to fix that with the pull request that was done, Incorporeal will update, and then the mod pack will update. So right now it doesn't work. Just simple to say that. We can learn how to do the Shulk-Me-Nots coming up because we can craft the flower. We can do the Shulk-Me-Not flower. And then the other one we're still waiting on until we get spring and autumn made, and that is the Dandelion. This is like the really complicated one, but it requires the 4 beginning runes and then the 4 seasonal runes and then a bunch of other things. So we're getting to this point. Yeah, the page request was accepted and pulled into the master. Yep. It was done, Warlord. It just hasn't, the Botania hasn't pushed an update. And Vasky is taking a break, but he gave the responsibility of updates to his mods to other people. And I think Weave, W-I-I-V, is the one who's in charge of the Botania updates, and it was accepted. I saw the GitHub pull, so yep. Just waiting for the Botania update to come out that has that pull request in it. And then Incorporeal and Botania will both update in the mod pack. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. So yeah, okay. You are waiting for too many updates by now. Really? How are we doing? We've had the ore, how are we doing on flint? Count flint. Do we have flint yet? Ooh, we're starting to get flint. We have 163. Yay. When we have 300. In fact, that's something we could do, is work on doing the when it has 300. Gonna need a crystal cube for that. And then how much is 300? How strong does the comparator signal need to be for that? Alright, so what I want to do let's see here. Trying to think this through. I want to make sure I put a repeater here so that it only goes one direction. Otherwise, every time this pulses. Yeah, of course, Mr. Ranencarpus is going to place a block there. Ah, stop it. Yeah, otherwise every time it pulses, it's going to do it again and again, and I don't want that. I want it to control one way or the other. Which way do I want it to control, though? Ooh, wait. Yeah, I want it to... Let's see here. I want to go this way. Oh, I didn't make this setup, Warlord, but thank you. Yeah. No, we can go here and do one of these. Of course, no. What are you doing? Ugh. So that's not what I want. Why did it... Oh, because it triggered this. Oh, no. I get it now. So I actually want to come into this block from a different direction, from like right here. So that I avoid that circuit. What? We don't need you requesting TNT for crying out loud. Okay, let's just show you what I've got. Why we're not blowing stuff up, in case you don't know. They're going down into this tunnel into a obsidian cube, and I'm pretty sure they're blowing out a couple of blocks. Yeah, but nothing I'm too worried. I can replace those. That's just from it doing more than one at a time. But yeah, there's nothing around here other than that hallway that I'm too worried, not concerned. Why are you doing that? Why is it hitting it more than once? Oh, I see. Now I know. It's a loop. Ha 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 ha. No, I don't need a loop. Okay. Alright, so that's not where I want that. Yeah. Making clocks by accident, is that really classic? Yep. Hey, 4 ounce! You missed me, huh? Yeah, I've been sick. Alright. But we still are going to want to come into this block, because this will do this thing. So we want to do that too. But we don't want it to create a clock. Okay, so we know that we're gonna take you out. Did I grab it? There it is. We're not gonna do the hovering hourglass. We're gonna do something else. So let's put a piece of redstone up here. And then the block. Are phantom blocks still a thing? That was phantom blocks. You are not making sense. Okay, so that's how high up I can go. Stop placing blocks, Mr. Ranencarpus. And then... Oops. Blocks you can pass through. Yeah, there's blocks you can pass through. There's phantom blocks and spectral blocks. Phantom lens, nope, it's not, it's spectral. We've got the spectral platforms and then the abstruse platforms. The spectral ones have no collision at all, and the abstruse platforms are solid when walked on top, but you can go through them from the bottom. You can shift and fall through an abstruse platform as well, so it's good for elevators, luminizer elevators and whatnot, because when you go up through it, and then when you come back down, you land on top of it. Alright. I need to figure out how long to make this. So let's get ourselves a comparator. And set it up so that we can figure it out. Like they project a redstone signal from a distance. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Let's think of something that we have. Around 400 of. I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be. Phantom faces are another mod, correct? Yep, there is a thing called red string. Exactly. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 stacks will be more than 300. Oh, there's been a lot of changes since regrowth, Scopa. So that only gives out a signal strength of 3, but that's because that's a chest and not... Alright, we're gonna have to math this up. This detects 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. What's 128 times? Well, it's double the amount, right? Yeah, so 256. So this is the number we want in order to be over 300 flint. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we need a signal strength of 10 before it will do a pulse, essentially. Alright. I'm not very far in the mods, Boba. But I have red string stuff. And I do wireless redstone with the Corporea. New badge! Yay! New badge hype! 4 ounce got a new bits badge. Woo! Alright. Alright, so what I want to do is somewhere this direction have the crystal cube, and we could have it so that this is 10 and then have a repeater that way and a repeater that way. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, comparator, cube. I know I could have snaked it and wrapped it around and stuff, but yeah, I didn't. Alright. And then comparator, crystal cube. We need to configure, we need to make sure that it'll connect to, ooh, it's got a connection somewhere over there. Yay. So let's go grab flint. Because that's what we're detecting, because if it's got enough flint, it's made enough gunpowder, because then it's made enough TNT, yada yada, on and on. Making sure we've got supply. We have 192 right now. Yay, it's gone up a bit. And yep, it's to there. And so when it actually gets a signal, it will only do this once. It'll go here to there. Does that need a repeater to go through that block? I think it does, doesn't it? And hit the, and then it'll come down here and go into that repeater and trigger this TNT thing. I have a problem. There's a problem. Let's figure it out. The problem is this just needs to be a pulse, not a steady thing. So I need to do, oh, that, what is the thing? I did it over in the rune area. So we need to actually, No, I did one with redstone. We'll just move stuff around here. I did it with the rune crafting. It's a so we have this and a repeater on 4 ticks. We need a comparator here. And then the output is this one here. It just moves it over a little bit. And that will just send a pulse out that. This is okay that it's solid, but this one will need to be able to have the other circuit run the clock, which is why this just needs to be a pulse. Hopefully I have things figured out. What does everyone think of my janky setup? Isn't it pretty? We need to put an entropinium up there. And when it's got enough, janky is your middle name. Thank you, Darkwing. As long as it works, that's the important part. That's what I'm hoping it'll do. I've not tested this. This is something I've not tested. We're at 201. We need 100 more flint. And then this will go, hopefully. Because at 256, it'll light this one up. Your setups are all looking really old school. Thank you. Old school's fine with me. No booster track wires. I have observers, I just don't use a ton of them. Yeah, okay, so let us get an entropinium like I said. Did I spell it? No. I thought I wouldn't spell it right. Come on. There we go. Put you up there. And hope and pray that I have it so that it works. Ooh, we have an almost full mana tablet. We could dump that off. What's automation? I don't know. It's that thing you do. Let's put that in there too and get rid of this fence. All right. Let's hope and pray that I did. I'm so nervous about this, but then I have to keep remembering that even if it doesn't work, I won't blow anything up. I will need to fix is that thing they keep removing vanilla updates? Automation? This here. We need to put some more stairs. That's the only thing that broke is the stairs, isn't it? Let's check our mushrooms. We haven't done that in a while. Make sure we're still over 4 stacks, because that's the number, magic number I like to keep in this world. Yep, 4 stacks of 24. We're gaining. These are full. Both the slime and melons, they're full. We've got more than enough. Still haven't set up the pumpkin farm. We'll need to do that soon in order to do the dandelion. And we're going to need to set up the massive potato crafting, because this is continuing to grow in number, so we're getting enough potatoes. We're going to need to do this guy soon, the Galactic Potato. So we're going to need to take the potatoes and throw them in a mana pool and then do a whole bunch of crafting. So that is something I need to set up soonish. But I'm really enjoying getting the flowers automated. It is... 4 ounces asking how many potatoes. 43 million. 43 million of these. So how many do I have currently? Let's pull up my calculator. We had 748 stacks. I have 47,000. The tiny ones are a potato thrown into a mana pool. So yeah. You have 7 immense. You're quite a ways then. Yeah, you're almost to an enormous. I've got a long way to go. Yeah. Long way to go. Oh, look at that. We're out of mana in our battery. You know what that means? We shut you off. The potatoes for me currently. I do not have... I have 47,000 potatoes. I don't have 47 million. And that's really what you need. Million. I'm just having fun doing the mana automation. Let's go check on our munch stew that we just created. Looks like it's still running just fine. According to the website for the munch stew, for those of you who prefer numbers for something, let's see, in comparison, yikes, it doesn't, it's terrible. So the Spectralist does a certain amount per wool block, right? The munch stew does half of that amount per leaf block. Yeah. So this is gonna take a while. How many pools? 100. Ooh, this is almost there. Yeah, 100. That's gonna take a while. I'm glad we still have a lot to do. Okay, so the next time I'm streaming this pack is Sunday? I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Sunday. And I want to try to fight the Gaia Guardian number 2. And so I will be making potions in the flasks for that. And I don't know if this is the best armor, really. I hope it is. I mean, my feather falling sucks, and this doesn't have any kind of protection, like blast protection or regular protection. You need to ask me about it because your Gaia fights were different. Well, I told you, and I'm not sure if this is accurate, but I play on normal mode for this pack. Did Lucid didn't make any changes to the fight? No. My thought on this, and I could be wrong because I've given it some thought as to why there was no purple stuff. I mean, there was purple stuff on the outside, like the edges, but if you notice, I am at the same level as the beacon and the pylons, whereas you know how it's most people are 2 blocks up higher, like they place the 9 blocks of iron and then the beacon and then the pylons are up higher. Maybe my purple stuff is spawning inside the blocks and I'm not able to touch it. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if it generates based on where the pylons are. And since they're lower, my arena, I don't know. I also don't move around. Do you move around? Because in the initial Gaia fight, the purple clouds spawn in the same spots. They don't move around. In the second Gaia fight, they do. But in the first one, they spawn in the same spot. I don't know what to tell you. We're playing the same thing then if you play on normal mode too. I don't always play on normal mode. I just felt like it for this one. I usually play on hard mode. So, hello. Yay. I forgot to put it on hard too, and then I'm like, oh well, I'm not gonna change it now. So, I don't know why you're not getting... You need hard mode for better mob farm rates? Really? Haha. So let's see. So yeah, no, I don't know why I don't get the withery stuff. I mean, I have time, we could do one of the Gaia fights. The Gaia 1 fights. I don't really use the villagers though. I'm gonna pick these guys up because I have again not yet moved my setup. We only need one of you. And of course it's just gonna go craft like crazy. Alright. So I have enough for one fight. Alright, so we have the withered dust around the outside. Hey, leave me alone. But you're right, I don't see any on the inside. Huh. I should have checked to see if the Hazy Dream had power. Where'd you go? In the Gaia 2, I got just slaughtered, so there we go. I didn't do anything, though, to change it, Fokendov. No, there's no way to disable the wither effect. And we just got a trophy for the Spectralist while we're doing this. So, yay! There we go. Alright. So that is interesting. It's nothing I've done as to why there's no wither clouds. Maybe different world types have different fights. But why would that change based on that? Because that doesn't make sense. Anyway, I appreciate that it's easier than yours then. You're gonna alter your arena and see what that does? Yeah, I would be be glad to hear. Do 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 do. And we have fabulous. Woo! So the last time we got a trophy was on the 13th of April, so it has taken us almost 2 weeks to get the next one, and it took us a month for that one. Yeah, and a week for that one, so yeah. Uh-huh. I need to finish. There's so much building I need to do. Alright, how are we doing with... We're doing alright with saplings. Yes. How are we doing with flint? Oh, we're up to above 256. So when we get up to, what, 500 or something? Whatever 256 times 2 is when it'll go. Which I will need to find out what I have it set in the flint farm. Because if that stops making flint before it gets to that number, then... Yeah, the Garden of Glass recipes can change the way some of the flowers are made and whatnot. Here's the counter. I have it. It still needs to go one more too, so that's fine. It's the same amount. Okay. Alright. Yeah, because like the orchid is cheaper in the Garden of Glass mode and whatnot. Like real cheap. Alright, how are we? Oh, that's not what I wanted to check. I wanted to check count rune of gluttony. 16. Alright, we should grab 2 red sand. And we'll get this turned on. So we'll be able to make our munch stews. I think I'm about done for the day. Stream's almost over. I will be streaming this again, like I said, on Sunday. Saturday will be Simpletons SMP Year 1. We're getting started on that. I'll show you my little starter house that I completed. And we need to work towards flight and some better resources so that we can start doing the fun building. Sunday will probably be a mixture of building and regular. I have some building I want to get done, but there'll be probably some regular stuff too. And I want to fight the Gaia Guardian number 2 at least once. So yeah, that was a good thing to have these then so I can make the ingot. But I hope you enjoyed. I will be back here streaming on Saturday morning. So take care, folks. Have a great rest of your day. And if you're going to end game, enjoy. I'm going to be seeing it today. Woo! Take care. Bye!